Right now, Coldplay fans from all over converge on Madison. We hear from fans ahead of the concert. Also, the Dane County Fair continues into the weekend. A reminder from the county sheriff. And we're following a potential scam going through one Madison neighborhood. Details on what it is. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. Coldplay is performing at Camp Randall today, and I gotta say, I'm pretty jealous I can't be there. Gates open at 5, and the band is expected to hit the stage at the top of the hour. Our Tenacious Sean talked to fans outside of Camp Randall that traveled to see Coldplay in the capital city.
I love Coldplay. I love you, Chris. Sorry, I got my husband, but I love you.
Fans gathered around Camp Randall several hours before gates even opened. The fans I spoke to traveled all around the world to see Coldplay right here in Madison. Where are you from?
On Alaska.
I'm from Italy.
I'm from Minnesota.
Lionel Lakes, Minnesota, so a suburb of St. Paul.
The 7 Grammy Award-winning band Coldplay is performing in front of thousands for their Music of Spears tour. Their stop in Madison is significant because this is one of the first times a concert has been held at Camp Randall since U2 held a concert here in 1997. Just a few weeks ago, Morgan Wallen became the first artist to break the 28-year-old record.
I wasn't aware that it's been that long since they've had concerts here.
The concert is also expected to have a significant economic push for Madison. When Morgan Wallen had a 2-day concert, each day brought in roughly $4 to $4.5 million, according to the president of Downtown Madison Incorporated.
What's been great about these two concerts is neither have had many dates in the Midwest. So this is a unique opportunity for Midwesterners to come into the city.
And a lot of Midwesterners took advantage of this opportunity to explore Madison for the very first time.
It's not crazy like Chicago to drive. It's more
Smooth.
smooth. So,
Smooth, yeah. I'm very new to Madison, but I love it. It's very green. The weather is great.
Beautiful. It's perfect. It's clean. I was very surprised.
Tanasia, thank you. Just a heads up, there's going to be road closures around Camp Randall until 11 tonight. With that, let's go ahead and get a look at your first one forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex, for those that are going to be at tonight's concert or just downtown, how's it looking for them?
It's looking good. We've got a couple of showers that are out there. If you haven't had a chance yet to get downtown for the concert, you might just want to take an umbrella or a rain jacket with you just in case one of these showers briefly snags you. Right now, they're stretching from Juneau County over to Adams County into Marquette and Green Lake counties. And as we zoom on south here to Dane County, there's nothing further to the south. But we'll keep an eye on that line. That's a cold front that's slowly working its way through southern Wisconsin. And as we put radar 3000 here into a wider view here, that's it, up towards the north, up north of the Dells. Future track showing, again, a couple of very isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder this evening, but not looking at widespread showers or thunderstorms. The threat of a strong storm is very, very low out there as this cold front moves through the area. Let's plan the evening, 9 o'clock, 76 degrees. As we get a little bit later into the evening, still in the lower 70s. Overnight lows tonight will get down into the 60s. So that isolated storm chance tonight, clearing skies on Sunday. Coming up in a little bit, I'm going to talk to you about the reason why we're going to have such a long period of stormy conditions. That's on its way in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good, Alex. We'll see you then. And as always, you can track the forecast for yourself on the First One weather app. It is hourly planners, road conditions, and even radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. A local hero is set to be honored next week. The Fitchburg Police Department will celebrate the retirement of its K9 Drago on Wednesday, August 13th at 6 p.m. at McKee Farms Park. In a statement from the department, they say after years of loyal service to the Fitchburg community, K9 Drago is hanging up his badge and beginning a well-earned retirement. Congrats, man. The Dane County Fair continues this weekend with rides, food, fun, and much more. The Dane County Fair is underway at the Alliant Energy Center, and the Dane County Sheriff's Office has a reminder for fairgoers of age restrictions and some of the rules. Youths under the age of 18 must be accompanied by a parent or a guardian after 7 p.m. In a statement from the County Sheriff Calvin Barrett, he says, "We want to make sure everyone has a good time, but that they are safe as they enjoy themselves at the Dane County Fair." Another day, another scam. The Sherwood Hills Police Department is warning residents against scam emails impersonating Village Board President John Imes. In a statement on the department's Facebook page, it says, "We've been made aware of fraudulent emails being sent from an account claiming to be Village of Shorewood Hills Board President John Imes. If you receive an email that seems suspicious, even if it appears to come from a known name, do not click any links or respond." Coming up next on News 3 Now, a man from Kenosha County, Wisconsin, is sharing his story after his family home burnt down because of lithium batteries in his house that caught on fire. Plus, President Trump continues to face pressure over the handling of the Epstein files.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for staying with us. A man from Wisconsin is sharing details of what happened when his family home burnt down. This happened in Kenosha County back in May. Investigators say lithium-ion batteries from a new drone that the man brought there and had bought were the spark of the flame. Miriam Macker has more.
This is all that's left of Dustin Harp's home. He built it for his family in 2013. Wood beams and rubble now burying years' worth of family memories and belongings. All gone in a matter of hours.
My daughter's room her closet is just to the right there. You can see the shelves there.
Yes.
And then that's the window in my office. Everything else was just blown out.
That was where the fire started. The floor now caved away. Video from his office showing where the destruction came from. Lithium-ion batteries for a new drone he bought were charging on his desk. It's not long before you see the battery melt, begin to smoke, and eventually explode.
I didn't think a battery that size would take my house down in 45 minutes.
And was that the first time you had tried to charge these batteries?
Yeah, yep. First time they were plugged in.
Thankfully, Dustin, his wife, and his 4 kids weren't home when the fire broke out. His 3 pets not surviving the flames.
I was really close to just getting back in bed because I wasn't feeling very good. I don't know what made me change my mind, but pretty wild how fast everything happened.
It was a decision he says saved his life.
Give me a hand.
After an accident 9 years ago, Dustin is now quadriplegic and would not have been able to escape on his own.
If I'm stuck in bed by myself, I'm like a turtle on my back. You know, I can't get up or get out.
He's sharing his story with us in hopes of warning others about how dangerous lithium batteries can be.
It's not something that I think most people think about, that something that small can cause a problem that big.
Firefighters recommend charging batteries like these outside in the shade if possible. Otherwise, it's suggested to monitor them as they charge in safe locations like fireproof bags and non-flammable spaces. Once the debris is all cleaned up, Dustin is planning to rebuild a new home on that lot with added firewall protection.
I'm just hopeful that people will see this and take some precautions to protect themselves and their family.
Lithium-ion batteries power a number of tech products, including laptops, cameras, smartphones, and so much more. While they are generally safe, the batteries can pose a risk of catching fire. In other news, at least 30 people were injured after an unknown vehicle drove into a crowd in Los Angeles early Saturday morning. The Los Angeles Fire Department says it happened outside a club around 2 a.m. local time in East Hollywood. Officials say the vehicle first drove through a taco cart and a valet stand before striking the crowd who were waiting to go inside the club. Fire officials say 7 victims were transported in critical condition. A law enforcement official says after the crash, people dragged the driver from the vehicle where he was assaulted and shot. He was transported to a hospital and is in stable condition. The official says police believe the driver was intoxicated and there is no indication there was any other criminal intent or connection to terrorism. Skydance CEO David Ellison was in Washington, D.C. to meet with the FCC chairman and other FCC officials earlier this week. That's according to a Skydance filing with the government. Skydance has been trying to complete a merger with Paramount, which is the parent company of CBS. The deal requires approval from the Trump administration. The filing said Ellison, quote, discussed Skydance's commitment to unbiased journalism and its embrace of diverse viewpoints. The filing made no mention of the surprise cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. CBS says the cancellation was a financial decision and not related to the show's performance or content. Meanwhile, the Writers Guild of America, which represents writers on the show, has called for New York Attorney General Letitia James to investigate In a statement, the Guild says it's concerned about the cancellation as to whether or not it was a bribe to curry favor with the Trump administration. President Trump is suing Rupert Murdoch and the Wall Street Journal for billions of dollars for what he says is a false story linking him to Jeffrey Epstein. This comes as the calls from the public and from lawmakers alike for the White House to be more forthcoming about information related to Epstein. CBS News' Willie James Inman has more.
In a post on Truth Social, President Trump took aim at Rupert Murdoch and the Wall Street Journal, writing, "We have just filed a powerhouse lawsuit against everyone involved in publishing the false, malicious, defamatory fake news article." Trump is suing Murdoch and the Journal for tens of billions of dollars. Dow Jones and Company, the publisher of the Wall Street Journal, said in a statement they have full confidence in the accuracy of their reporting. The suit comes in response to a story the Journal published on Thursday containing alleged details of a risque birthday letter the president allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein in the early 2000s. The paper claims the note was signed by Trump and includes a sketch of a nude woman. The article alleges Trump's note said, "We have certain things in common." The note ends with, "May every day be another wonderful secret." The president insists he never wrote the note. Backlash within the MAGA movement has grown over the handling of the Epstein case, with many demanding more information.
I call it the Epstein hoax.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are calling for more transparency as well.
I think there should be a full disclosure of the materials on Epstein. Statements by the Attorney General that she had all the issues and reviews on her desk for her to take a look at were kind of a promise to the American people that something was coming, and nothing has come out of it.
In response to the outcry, the president urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to file a motion for the unsealing of grand jury testimony related to Epstein's child sex trafficking charges in New York. It could take months for the judge to decide whether to unseal the documents. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
The president reiterated on social media on Saturday that he asked the DOJ to release all grand jury testimony with respect to Jeffrey Epstein, subject only to court approval. He also said in his social media post that those who continue to push for additional information about Jeffrey Epstein are, quote, troublemakers. Coming up next, Alex returns with a complete look of your first run forecast. Let's go ahead and get a look at your first one forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex, we need a good forecast for tonight. Pretty important event going on at Camp Randall.
Yes, with Coldplay downtown and the overnight forecast, an isolated storm. Not expecting widespread showers and thunderstorms, so that's certainly good news. If you haven't already made your way downtown, just take that rain jacket or that umbrella just in case one of these brief showers and isolated thunderstorms moves over downtown Madison. But again, I think that chance is pretty small. Sunday, those skies eventually will clear out. Next week, we're going to have daily storm chances, and I'm going to explain why here in just a couple moments. Right now, a couple showers stretching from the southern part of Juneau and Adams counties, just north of the Dells, just near the Princeton and north and west of the Marquesas area. This is moving off towards the south and towards the east. It's associated with a cold front that's moving through southern Wisconsin as we speak right now, and we're going to track that cold front right now as it stretches from the far northern part of the WISC viewing area. It will slowly work its way towards the south and towards the east. Here we are at 7 o'clock. Note, nothing very uneventful about the shower and thunderstorm activity, mostly concentrated over towards Juneau and east towards Lake Michigan. Perhaps a shower near Madison right around that 9 o'clock time frame as the cold front and the tail end of it moves through the area, but it'd be brief. It's not going to last long. A couple of showers and some thunderstorms out across the Great Plains will scoot off towards the south and eye up areas near the Wisconsin-Illinois border, but we're not expecting widespread thunderstorms in southern Wisconsin tonight. Just a small chance with that cold front in areas near the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Can't rule out a shower or a thunderstorm during the daybreak time frame on Sunday, lasting into the afternoon hours. That's on the peripheral of some really hot and humid stuff that's on its way to southern southern Wisconsin. Eventually will clear out a little bit later over Sunday afternoon. Mid to upper 60s tonight. Again, that outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Tiny chance of that storm near the Wisconsin-Illinois border with highs in the mid to upper 70s, especially for areas that can get some sunshine by the time we get to Sunday afternoon. But the muggy meter is now starting to shift the rest of our central message here, which is increasing humidity, increasing heat, increasing shower and thunderstorm chances. Almost a very humid to oppressive range by the time we get to Tuesday, going on into the Wednesday time frame, with heat index values getting well into the 90s to near 100 by Wednesday. Actual air temperatures 92 degrees on Wednesday, and then the upper 80s by day and the upper 60s to the lower 70s by night. But look at that stretch. Showers and thunderstorms really every day. We could take this full screen here to our 10-day forecast, and I'll explain why we're going to have that shower and thunderstorm activity full or all over this period of time, and that's because of a blocking area of high pressure over the center part of the country. Underneath, it's going to be very hot and humid conditions. North of it, the jet stream, that's that river of air our weather systems ride on. That is going to be right overhead, and that brings us warmer than normal conditions. And with the jet stream right overhead, we call that the ring of fire. Every day, thunderstorms fire up to the north and to the west, or right on top of us, and then they roll through during the evening and the overnight period. So get ready for a loud period in southern Wisconsin, but also we'll potentially be looking at some strong storms and some heavy rain too.
So what you're saying is keep the umbrella on you at all times.
You're going to need it this week.
All right, well, sounds good. Coming up after the break, UW football has a legend that stops by to speak to them, so stick around. I'm doing my best Andrew Bannister impression right now, so let's go ahead and do this. As Wisconsin football prepares for fall camp, Luke Fickell brought out the big guns. This past week, he had J.J. Watt on campus to talk to the team. From walking on at Wisconsin and giving up a scholarship at another school just to play for his home state, to becoming one of the most feared defenders in NFL history, J.J. knows just how to get people going.
Sometimes you fight, sometimes you brawl, but it's always for the betterment of the team, and at the end of the day, we're all brothers together. You guys may have been at a different school 6 months ago, you may have been in high school 6 months ago, you may have been a starter, whatever you are, but you're all Wisconsin Badgers today. And when you take that field in the fall, you are all Wisconsin Badgers, and you're all representing that W, you're representing all of us that played before you, and you're representing this entire state.
Right now, the desk feels a little bit empty with Andrew not being here.
Where is he? Well, he'll be back later.
No, it's fine. But, I mean, I feel as if there's any UW alum, J.J. Watt is one of those people that really, encapsulates, the pride of being a
Passion.
Badger. Yes, 1,000%. I mean, you're a UW alum, right?
I am, yes.
Would you say that you're as passionate about the Badgers as Sir Watt is, or no?
Well, my passion, of course, was with the weather. Right, I mean, that's through and through. But yeah, no, equal levels of passion. Hopefully that comes out in my forecast. And, well, let's do a forecast here.
For sure.
Let's give folks heads up. We do have some showers and a couple isolated thunderstorms up near Wisconsin Dells, up near the Montello area. This is along a cold front that's going to slowly work its way through southern Wisconsin as we go through the evening hours tonight. Again, isolated is key. We're not expecting widespread showers and thunderstorms with this cold front. As I zoom on out, you can see really how sparse in coverage those showers are across southern Wisconsin. Nothing right now here in Dane County, nothing near the Wisconsin-Illinois border, although a lot of us were probably woken up, or at least I was, with a few rumbles of thunder that we had this morning. Thank goodness we didn't have any severe weather. Now let's let future track run here. Notice I-39 to areas towards the east. Best chances for a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms. We can't rule out an isolated shower and thunderstorm in southwest Wisconsin, but few and far between is going to be the main mode here. We're not expecting widespread showers and storms. We're also not expecting widespread severe weather. We can't rule out one or two of these storms having some gusty winds, some small hail, and some heavy rain, but the widespread severe weather threat is not expected tonight. Lows tonight, mid-60s for Madison, upper 60s to the south and west towards the Platteville and Prairie du Chien area. That's a hint of things to come. We got a bubble of heat that's going to be moving closer and closer to the area as we head over the course of the next few days. Sunday is going to be a beautiful day in southern Wisconsin. Just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm near the Wisconsin-Illinois border with clearing skies. So enjoy Sunday while it lasts, because now I'm going to show you the muggy meter. Comfy on Sunday going into Monday, Jalen. But look at by the time we get to Tuesday going into Wednesday, it really maxes out with dew points. That's that measure of moisture. When it gets above 70, that's when you really start to feel that tropical feel outside. And it's going to be approaching nearly 80 degrees, the dew point, as we get towards the middle of the upcoming week. So that oppressive feel, that's going to be part of the weather story here, along with temperatures upper 80s, lower 90s. Wednesday, we could be looking at heat index values at or above 100 degrees, and that's all that fuel for showers and thunderstorm chances as we go over the course of the next, really pretty much every day over the next 10 days. So get ready for a wet period. Some of those storms could be on the strong and severe side. So as we get a little bit closer to each individual day, we'll certainly have a better answer on the possibility of alert day conditions.
Yeah, and thankfully none tonight. I went and saw Coldplay 9 years ago, just 2 hours south of us down at Soldier Field in Chicago. And they were this close to calling it, but thankfully things cleared up and I was able to enjoy the show. And I'm glad those in Madison will be able to do that tonight.
Yeah, just an isolated chance for shower storm tonight.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, Alex. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock. And as always, we're streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+.